Okay, so basically, it's your CRXD. CRXD is nothing but the ID. ID, that means the lightweight ID. That's why it's running on your browser. Like we have a Eclipse, IntelliJ, Notepad, Sublime Text. Okay, so these are nothing but the IDs. The same thing. This CRXD is also ID. Why we are using all of the out of the box component or out of the box things already present in inside this CRXD. That means now why we are using AEM for developing the components. Okay, for making the website, and how we can make the website because of the component. When we use the component, then we can create the website, no? So that component we need, so that all the component is already present in this CRXD, inside this CRXD. So whenever if you want to create some of the things, some of the component, you can easily take from this CRXD. Yeah, and this is running on the browser, so that's why it's a lightweight. Okay, it will not take a more memory, or it's very lightweight things. Okay, and here we have some of the things, like these are the folders we have, and inside that folder it store the individual things, like it's meaningful things. Like here first of all we'll see the apps. Okay, so here see, this is my EN, this is my EN page, and this EN page, this is nothing but the EN website. Yeah, this is the page or website, you can say. So this is the page that I have created, but this page must be present somewhere, is it no? So that is present inside our project. So where that project we created, and from where this all the thing is rendering. See, this is my teaser component, this one is also teaser, this one is also, and here this one is the hello world component. So where, from where that all the thing is coming and where it's stored. So all of this thing it's stored in your CRXD. Here this is the CRXD, and inside that CRXD we can store whatever the component we are rendering in our website. Here that all the component is already present somewhere, so that all the component it's present in your CRXD. But where, which one is, so this is my EN website. Here you see this one is my EN, and that EN is present in our US. Yeah, and this US is present in my feb batch. Okay, so the thing is, you just simply come here and just try to see your project with the name feb batch. See, this is the thing that I have. Yeah, so here this is my component, and this is my project, and inside that project I have created one component folder, and later I have created all the components. Okay, these are the components that I have created, or it's created out of the box. Later we will see these things. Okay, so where that all your component is present, and where is your project, project is present, that is present inside your apps. Okay, keep in mind whenever you creating your project, or if you are creating your project by using a maven, that project present inside your app folder, apps. Okay, and later that, here you see, if I'm coming in my EN, here I have the navigation, this is the navigation. Okay, after that here we have a teasers. Okay, here also I have a hello world components, and these are nothing but the components. Okay, and if I'm clicking here, no, see that edit config is opening, this is nothing but the edit config. And if I try to click here, this is called as a config. Okay, and if I'm clicking here, what it will open, it will open one dialog, this is nothing but the dialog. Okay, so here we have to drag and drop the image, then that image will come, but inside that we don't have an image, no, so that's why I'm not dragging it. So uh, this is the drag and drop, and this is the dialog. And why we use this dialog? For taking the information from the user. So whenever, if you want to take the information from the user, then you can create some of the fields. Now I'll show you. Okay, just come here inside this hello world. See, now if I want to take, instead of this la la la, I just want to take some another text. So for that I have created one field inside my config. See here, and this is the text field that I have created. Just simply come here, okay, and change it whatever you want. Okay, so here I have created, and just simply right click. See, Instead of la la la, now it's changing this hey buddy. So whenever if you want to take the information from the user, you can simply use this dialogue. This is nothing but your dialogue. So what I'm saying, that all the stuff is because of we these are the component that we have created, okay, but we created out of the box. See, by using the out of the box, we have created all the components. See, so these are the components that I have. So that all the components that I created by using the out of the box, okay, that means all the component is already present. See, so this component is present in your apps folder. See, so inside the apps we have a core, and inside core we have a WCM, and inside the WCM we have a component folder, and these are the out of the box folders, okay, components. If I now the thing is, if I want to create the page, then you can simply copy this page. Here we have the page, this is the folder, just this one is a version 1 and version 2. So now I'm clicking updated version, that is version 2, and after that this is page is nothing but your component. So how we can recognize this one is our component or this one is our folder? Okay, so for that they give you one tool, that is properties. See, this is nothing but the properties. So if I'm clicking here inside this page, there we have one property, that is primary type. See here, here I have a JCR primary type. Okay, this is nothing but JCR primary type, and here what is this is our node, and what this node name, that is CQ component. Yeah, so this page this node is nothing but your CQ component. If I'm trying to clicking in this V1, so see, this V1 is your unstructured node. What is the primary type of that? It's a unstructured node, so this is not your components. Yeah, so this is the out of the box component that Adobe provided, and we just simply need to use that one. This all the script they already write for this page component, so we don't need to be write this all the stuff, we just simply need to use that. Okay, uh, yeah, and this is all about the apps. That means we can create our project, and after that if some out of the box component, if you want to use it, then you can just simply try to find out in a apps. Okay, the core is nothing but the advanced components. Core is nothing but your advanced components. So what's about coral? See, so we have a foundation component. Foundation component, that means the legacy component, old one. So where it's present, so this all the component is present inside your leaves folder. Just simply come in a leaves here out of the box, but it's a foundation component, that means legacy components. It's present in your leaves folder. Okay, leaves have granite have UI. Okay, otherwise here we have a CQ. Just simply come in a CQ. GUI have components have. Okay, here we have a foundation components, and these are the components. See, leaves have foundation have components. Okay, it's not stored only in a one folder, we have a lot of folders in a leaves. Okay, if you want to take all the components, see, legacy component, that means the old component, that all the component is present in your leaves folder. Okay, it's very useful, this leaves. This is the thing. So your old component is present in your leaves, and if you want to try to find out the new components, you just simply come in the apps and you just simply find out it. After that, here we have a config. This is the folder. So first, see, I'm going here in our AEM global. Yeah, it's a author instance. Okay, so that author instance is running on port number 4502. Here I have a tools option, and this is the navigation. Just click in a tools, and after that here we have a options of configuration browser. This is nothing but the configuration browser, so you can just simply come here and click where it will present in your general tools, general, and the configuration browser. Okay, so why we are using this configuration browser? It's not only for the individual use. When I'm trying to create here, see, it will open one dialog like a cloud configuration, context of segmentations, content
The
frag.
voice stuck.
Yes. Hello. See, here we have one CQ dialog, and these are the concept that is present in your AEM. Yeah. So that editable template. This is the
Hello,
difference.
please, bro. Your voice resound, bro.
What, bro? uh, these are the four concepts that is present in our AEM, and these are the individual use. So whatever, if I try to create the editable template, you can just click on the editable template and create it. But the thing is, why we are using this configuration browser? Why? Because of it's give you the folder structure. That means we don't need to be create the folder structure manually. So whenever you are see, so this is the thing, like now here I am creating a editable template. This is the name that I have give. Okay, this is the name that I have given, editable template. You can just simply create it. So when I created this editable template, so where it will store, where that data it will store, so that data or the folder structure it will store in your conf folder, in this folder. So before that we don't have this editable template, but if I try to refresh it, see, so whatever I have created, this editable template folder structure is create. See, we have created only this editable template name, but we haven't created these settings and this WCM and this template policies and the template types. So it has created automatically. So who is responsible to create? That configuration browser. So whatever you are creating, it will store that, some workflow will run, and after that it will create this, it will create this folder structure. Not only for this, if you want to create some config yeah uh, content fragment model, you can easily create it. So according to that, it will create the folder structure. So if I am writing here content fragment, you can just simply create, and I have created. Just go there, come in config, and just refresh it. See, so somewhere that content fragment is created, settings, WC, DAM, and DAM have content fragment model, and these are your model. We haven't created the models, so that's why it's not coming here, but this folder structure they created automatically. So that's for the DAM. So whenever you are creating some of the things, like whenever you want to use the content fragment model, you can just simply come here and create it. Yeah, this is the things. And after that we have the content. See, here in the apps, it just only the folder structure. All your content is stored in your content folder. See, now I'll show you one example. Just come in your EN. So this is the page that I have. Okay, so if I talk about this hello world components, see here. So this hello world component, this component is present in your CRXD, that means in your apps. If I'm going apps, fab batch, and here we have a components, and after that this is the hello world component. It must be present somewhere. Yeah, this is the hello world. Okay, this is our hello world component. Yeah, and that is present in your apps. Okay, but if I talk about this content, so that content is present in your content folder. This is only the structure. If you want to store the structure, like here we have the border, and this is the component we have, so that component is stored in your apps folder. But when we talk about the actual content, that is present inside your component here, so it will store in your content folder. Yeah, so now I'll show you. Just come in your content. See, in this EN, this is the this is our hello world components. Now if you want to find out the content from your hello world component, so we have to render in this content first, later that fab batch, after that we have the US and the EN. just simply come in this content. They are saying fab batch and us en. After that, here we have the en. Inside the en we have, so yeah, en we have this hello world component. Yeah, so just come here, don't go inside the articles. Why? Because of inside our en page we have articles, don't go there. Just go inside your jcr content. Now I'll tell you the meaning of jcr. Before that, container. Yeah, so this is somewhere this one is our hello world. And if you are coming here, no, is it hello world? Yeah, see, so this is the content that is hello buddy. From where it will store? So it's stored inside your uh, content folder. Okay, this is the code that is present inside your hello folder. That means it's present in your content folder. And this is also that fab batch components hello world, that is also present there. And this model message and the resource type and the current page, these are the static content. This one is our static content, so it's present in our scripting, we have to write. So it's present in your apps. Just come here, apps, hello world. Yeah, so hello world we have the component, and inside that we have one scripting, that is html. So you, when you double click, so that content is already written. See, this is the content, like hello model. This is the hello model, that message is rendering here. See, this is the hello model. So they return the static, so that static content is present inside your html. But when we talk about the properties level things or the node level things, so it will store in your content folder. Okay, this is our content. Yeah, but the thing is, see, here we don't need to be connect with any databases. So here we have one concept, that is jcr, java content repository. And the java content repository, it is responsible to store your data. So now I'll show you. If I'm going in my content folder, here I have one fab batch. Okay, so all your page related information, where it will store? See, we have to create the page ourselves. Okay, so when you are going to create this fab batch, all your data is stored inside your jcr content. When you create the page, the jcr content will create automatically. This is the thing that will create automatically, we don't need to be created. When you create this page, it will create automatically. So when you create it, so maybe you are given the title and the name of this page, so where it will store? So it will store inside your jcr content, java content repository. See, so when you created, so you gave this title, that is fab batch sites. Yeah, so all your page related informations, it's stored in your jcr content. Yeah, but the jcr store the data in the form of properties. So if I see, so when I click here in my jcr content, what it will open? It will open the properties. So that means we can say, no, so jcr store the data in the form of properties. And when I open the properties, here you see, is storing the data in the form of key and the value. Okay, type is there, but is storing the key, that means name, and the value. Okay, so we can say the jcr is a data, it's just like a repository or the databases. It's just like a database, it store the data in the form of repository. Yeah, it's a folder structure, it's storing like a repository inside the jcr, in jcr containing this image. Yeah, so it's like it's like a repository. Okay, and the jcr store the information in the form of property, and that property store the information in form of key and value. Yeah, this is the thing. After that, bin is nothing, home. Okay, so why we are using this home? This is the this is also folder structure. Yeah, so if I'm trying to open in new tabs, like incognito mode I have opened, and if I try to open the local host 4502, here you see, if I try to open, they are asking for the username and the password. Okay, and from where that page is coming, this is the interface, that GUI, where from it's coming. It's coming in your leaves folder. See, here leaves, granite, coral, from there this page is opening. Yeah, So the thing is, here they are asking for the username and the password. So it must be that username and password is stored. So where it will store that username and password? So that username and password is stored in your home folder. This is the folder. That folder is responsible to store your username and the passwords. See, maybe you have created some users and you can easily log in with that user, just like I have login, no, admin that I have typed there, then it's open the home page of the AEM. Just like the same, you can also create your own username, but where it will store? So that time sometimes we have to retrieve, no, so it will store in your home folder. Yeah, individual, when you are creating the individual user, it will store in your in this user folder. But when you are creating more than one users, so we have to store somewhere, we have to store in some container. That container is nothing but your group. Yeah, so it will store all your users. Yeah, bunch of user it will store in this group. Yeah, after that we have a etc folder, and inside the etc folder one concept is there, workflow. So that workflow concept is stored in this etc folder. Yeah, okay. After that we have a content. So I already told you that content is responsible to store the actual data, but instead of that, if you want to store the images, videos, or some of the things like resources, that can be also stored in our content folder. Yeah, so whenever you want to store your images or the videos or the music or some files, you can easily store in a content folder. Yeah, so it will store in our DAM. That is nothing but our DAM. Yeah, some of the tag is there, that is CQ tag, experience fragment. So these are the concepts, that like experience fragment is also a concept, and the CQ is also a topic that is present in our CQ tag is present in our AEM. That we use, it's just like a keyword. The CQ tag is just like a keyword. If you want to search some content, you can easily search based on this CQ tags. Okay, so for that we are using this content, so it will store all the main related information in this content folder. Okay, so how this AEM accurately is working, how that AEM is exactly working? So it will follow the MVC pattern. See, the thing is, it follows the MVC pattern. Okay, and it is a patterns of the Java that is present inside a Java, and by using this pattern we can easily create the application. So how that MVC pattern follows here? Okay, so first of all, whenever you created your application, like how that hello world is working, how that hello world is showing here. So why? Because of some in the inside the apps we have created the component, and this content is storing somewhere else. Okay, and we are writing some HTMLs in some different folders. But the thing is how that all the thing is rendering accurately. So they follows the MVC pattern. So we will see now. Okay, so first thing, whenever your content is coming, so from where your content is coming? Your content is coming from the content folder. Here we have a content febbatch USEN. Yeah, exactly. So just simply come here. Yeah, and we want to see the hello world components. Yeah, so this is nothing but your controller. That content is nothing but your controller. Okay, so when you are trying to be accessed by using a container, you are able to get that data. See, so this is the container have this febbatch have your yeah, febbatch. Here we have a us have a en, and en have your hello world data. This is the thing that we have. Just simply copy this. This is nothing but your controller. Okay, come here, localhost. Okay, so all the things, if I try to copy directly and hit enter, it won't work. Why? Because of this page and all this data, it's present in one host. Okay, that all the data is present in one port number, that is localhost 4502. Later that you can paste it, and after that you can type HTML. See, so now you are getting this all the data. How you are getting it? Why? Because of the controller. See, so this content folder is treating as a container for your CRXD. Yes, so you can just simply, if I want to see the hello world component, what it is present inside the hello world, you can just simply copy this part, come here, and we already knows that thing is present in the port number 4502. So you can just simply just type here localhost 4502 content batch, and this is the thing. After that, HTML. Yeah, so it will shows the exception, so we have to write HTML. Yeah, this is the thing. So but this code, how that exactly this code is fetching? Why? Because of what I'm saying. Why I'm saying? Because we don't have any code inside here. See, so inside this hello world, if I'll try to see, we don't have any codes. It has only the hello hey buddy, but it's showing all the code. How it's showing? Okay, so for that, here we have the concept of sling resource type. See, so first of all, sling. See, in our Java we have a compiler for executing everything. So same thing in our AEM we have a sling for executing everything related to a CRXD concept. So here we have a hello world. So first of all, your sling come in this hello world. Later that it will see this sling resource type. Okay, and what is present inside here? That is fab batch component and hello world. So it will go inside your apps. Okay, here they haven't written the absolute path, but at the initial we have the apps. Okay, so just go inside the apps. After that, what they said? Okay, so first of all, click here in hello world. Okay, so I have clicked in hello words. Now here we have apps have the fib batch. This is the fib batch we have. Sorry, it's content, I think. Apps, we have to expand apps have fib batch, where it is. Yeah, this is the fib batch. Later that we have a components. This is the component that we have, and after that we have a hello words. Okay, and in this hello words, so sling, when you are typing this, sling will automatically fetch this hello world.html. It will directly jump from this component to this script. So and after that it will try to see all the content what you have written it. So this is the content that we have, and this whatever you have written, whenever somebody try to request it from here, like I have requested no, by using a localhost 4502, so it will give all the content, whatever the content that is present in your hello world.html. Yeah, and this is the HTML. So whatever you are adding here, you will get these types of response. Okay, and we can say it's a view. That means if we are able to seeing that all the content, that means it's a view. Okay, uh, guys, is there any issue till now?